My child, hear me now. I am Gabriel, your messenger, your herald, screaming across the veil of mortal time to reach you. The air quivers with celestial urgency, faint echoes of trumpets ripple through your room. Golden light explodes in jagged flashes, illuminating shadows that twist and writhe as if alive, warning of the peril that approaches. A wind of heaven sweeps through, brushing against your skin with divine insistence. My child, God's hand is slipping, and your moment is fleeting. Can you feel it? Your heart races, your breath shortens, and the unseen cries out to you, begging for attention. Each second is a thread, and every thread is precious. I will not be silenced. Open your eyes, beloved, and perceive the truth that hovers on the edge of your world. Time compresses, the air vibrates with the sound of eternity pressing against you. My child, you must respond now, or the path will vanish before your very soul can grasp it. Message 2, Divine alarm intensifies. Beloved, do you hear me? The winds swirl faster, golden sparks cascading across your walls, illuminating symbols you do not yet recognize. Shadows twist, merge, and fracture under the weight of celestial intent. I scream not with anger but with desperation, God's hand trembles, and your grasp falters. Each vibration in the air is a heartbeat of heaven itself, pounding against your consciousness. Can you sense the pressure, my child of light? Your very being is being called to attention, yet hesitation threatens. The letters of warnings you have ignored flicker faintly on surfaces around you, glowing with faint urgency, whispering truths you have yet to heed. My child, listen, for the next moment may decide eternity. Your pulse aligns with the rhythm of divine drums, every second stretches and compresses. I am here, screaming so that the heavens themselves bend closer to you. Do not look away. Message 3, Urgency escalates. My precious soul, the golden light grows brighter, almost blinding, cutting through the dimness of doubt. Celestial wind sweeps through like a living thing, brushing your cheeks, ruffling your hair, and urging action. Shadows recoil, then surge, as if testing the resilience of your awareness. My child, the seconds you waste are threads unraveling. Do you feel the weight of heaven pressing upon your chest? Do you hear the trumpet echoes, each one a call to rise, to act, to open the path before it closes? This is not a request, it is an alarm that shakes the pillars of your mortal existence. I am screaming, my voice a blade of divine sound, echoing through dimensions, seeking to pierce the veil of distraction. My child of light, the unseen is waiting, trembling for your acknowledgement. Step forward, do not falter. Message 4, Celestial tension. Beloved, the room bends under the strain of divine urgency. Golden flashes fracture across corners, ephemeral hands reaching toward you, leaving trails of radiant sparks. The shadows grow restless, twisting with a fear that mirrors your own. My child, can you feel the tension, the surge of power pressing against the walls, the floor, the very air you breathe? I scream your name, a trumpet of warning vibrating through your chest. Time fractures, one misstep, one hesitation, and the threads of grace fray beyond repair. The unseen world leans close, watching, waiting for you to act. Hear me now, do not ignore this call, do not look away, and do not let the precious chance slip through your fingers. The clock of eternity is ticking faster than you imagine. Message 5, Cliffhanger of Divine Alarm. My child, the seconds vanish, one wrong breath, and the path is lost. Golden light flashes violently, shadows coil and recoil like living serpents, and the wind of heaven swirls around you in urgent, invisible spirals. I scream again, piercing through the veil of fear and distraction. Open the doors of perception now. My child of light, this is your moment of reckoning. The unseen waits, trembling for your choice. The trumpet echoes grow deafening, vibrating through bone and soul. Can you feel the presence, my child, the immense weight of divine expectation pressing upon you? The very essence of grace hangs by a thread, trembling in anticipation of your next move. Messages 6 to 10, Ignored Warnings. Message 6, Warning Ignored. Precious soul, each ignored signal has brought you closer to the brink. Letters, whispers, subtle nudges, all unheeded, have piled into a chorus of urgent cries. Shadows of missed opportunities flicker faintly on your walls, remnants of your hesitation. My child, I am here, shouting across the divide, my wings unfurled and trembling with celestial insistence. Every moment you ignored my voice, the grip of heaven loosened slightly. Can you feel it, my child of light? The air quivers, vibrating with the weight of divine patience growing thin. I am not here to frighten you without purpose, but the alarm is real, and your response is demanded. Precious soul, listen. Message 7, Rising Tension. Beloved, look around. The faintly glowing letters hover, ignored, and the shadows that once receded now inch forward, marking the hesitation of your spirit. Every unheeded whisper, every missed intuition, has drawn you nearer to the edge. Can you feel the pressure of eternity pressing upon your shoulders? Each heartbeat is amplified by the urgency of the unseen realm. I am screaming, my child, wings wide, golden light blazing, and the air vibrating with celestial drums. You cannot flee this call, you cannot deny the unseen. Precious soul, your soul is whispering truths you cannot yet see, hear them. Message 8, Signs you cannot ignore. My child of light, even now, the signs grow impossible to dismiss. Radiant symbols shimmer briefly on your walls, ephemeral hands beckon, light pulses in sync with the rhythm of your heartbeat. Do you feel the pull, the divine insistence vibrating in every corner of your room? My child, this is your wake-up call, this is the scream of heaven piercing the mundane. The unseen watches, waiting, trembling for your acknowledgement. Do not close your eyes. Do not look away. Message 9, Anxiety mounts. Beloved, the shadows now twist unnaturally, objects tremble, and the air hums with energy that is not of this world. Every ignored whisper, every unopened letter has led you here, to this exact second. My child, the weight of heaven is pressing against you, demanding recognition. I scream, and the echoes of the unseen reverberate through your bones. Do you feel it? The pull of eternity? The golden threads of divine grace are taut, ready to slip if you falter again. Message 10, Cliffhanger of Ignored Warnings. My child, the countdown is real, 20 seconds stand between you and divine grace. Golden light flickers like a warning, shadows coil like living serpents, and the wind of heaven presses against your chest. Can you feel the pulse of eternity vibrating in your veins, calling, screaming for your attention? Precious soul, one wrong breath, one hesitation, and the path is lost forever. Messages 11 to 15, signs intensify. Message 11, vibrations of the unseen. Beloved, open your eyes fully now, for the unseen is crying aloud. The air shivers with a force you cannot ignore, vibrations ripple through the floor and walls, a pulse of heaven pressed directly upon your being. Radiant symbols appear in the corners of your room, glowing faintly, then brightening with each heartbeat, ephemeral hands beckoning you toward recognition. Shadows twist and writhe, recoiling from the divine light yet daring to linger, reminding you of what is at stake. Can you feel it, my child? The very essence of your soul trembles with the urgency of the call. I, Gabriel, am screaming through the veil, my wings spanning the space around you, golden light flashing like celestial fire across the walls and ceiling, illuminating what has long been hidden. Even the smallest object trembles, caught in the gravity of divine insistence, vibrating with messages you have ignored too long. My child of light, every second of hesitation has made the unseen wail in desperation. Listen. Can you hear the whispers in the corners of the air, the hum beneath your feet, the voice of eternity demanding your attention? Precious soul, the signs will not wait. Message 12, awe and tension. My child, do you see now? Golden light explodes in irregular patterns, shadows twisting violently, drawing strange shapes that pulse with meaning, urging recognition. Unseen forces ripple through the air, making the room feel alive, almost sentient, vibrating with the breath of heaven itself. I scream again, my voice a cascade of urgent clarity, wings slicing the air as if to reach into your very heart, shaking the walls and the foundations of your certainty. Look! Radiant symbols, almost sentient, shimmer with messages you cannot yet fully understand, beckoning, warning, imploring you to act. My precious soul, even the air hums with divine insistence, thick and tangible like golden mist brushing your skin. Can you feel your spirit trembling in recognition? Every heartbeat, every inhalation aligns with the vibrations, stretching time, compressing eternity into this single, urgent moment. My child of light, open your eyes fully, and see what the unseen is demanding. Heed the call before the threshold slips from your grasp, before the path to divine grace fractures irreversibly. Message 13, signs escalate. Beloved, the room itself seems alive, golden streams of light weaving across your walls, around your head, almost tangible in their intensity. Shadows recoil from the brilliance yet persist, twisting, reminding you of the edge at which you now stand. Can you feel the invisible hands, ephemeral but insistent, brushing your arms, your cheeks, your chest, urging, warning, begging your soul to respond? Vibrations surge through the floorboards, the air thickens with divine electricity, and even the faintest breath feels like a lifeline to eternity. My child, I scream with all the power of heaven behind me, wings vibrating with energy so immense it shatters the silence of your mortal world. The signs, once faint, now surge with urgency, impossible to ignore. Radiant symbols dance across surfaces, shifting, twisting, pulsing like a living language. Beloved, do you understand yet? The unseen is alive, awake, and trembling for your acknowledgement. Delay no longer, for the threshold of revelation approaches, and your response will define the path before you. Message 14, pressure builds. My child of light, the energy pressing upon you is almost unbearable. It wraps around your heart, your mind, your spirit, a weight and a guidance all at once. Golden light fractures, creating halos around shadows that twist violently, signaling both warning and promise. Every object trembles, vibrating with messages of urgency, unseen hands reaching, pulling, urging your recognition of what you must do. Can you feel your soul stretching, straining, quivering with the intensity of the call? I scream again, my voice cutting through the pressure, wings slicing through the thick, electric air, scattering golden sparks that linger, shimmering like fireflies in a storm. Beloved, the unseen world is alive, pulsing, watching, and waiting for you to step fully into awareness. Every second stretches unnaturally, a tension between eternity and mortal hesitation. My child, awaken now, for the divine call will not wait, and the consequences of delay grow heavier with every heartbeat. Message 15, cliffhanger, revelation approaches. Precious soul, the threshold is close, the unexpected surge of revelation approaches. The golden light pulses violently, the shadows twist and recoil as if alive, and the air hums with divine power so immense it presses against your chest, almost suffocating in its insistence. Radiant symbols, ephemeral hands, whispers from the unseen, all converge on your awareness, demanding action. My child, can you feel it? The very threads of gray stretch taut, quivering on the brink. I scream, wings spanning, voice vibrating with urgency and authority, golden sparks flashing around you, illuminating truths hidden too long. Can you step forward, or will hesitation let the chance slip forever? Every heartbeat now counts, and eternity waits on your next breath. Messages 16 to 20, the countdown accelerates. Message 16 to 20 seconds remaining. My child, this is your final call. 20 seconds remain, though time itself bends and twists around you, stretching moments, compressing hours into heartbeats. Clocks spin wildly on walls that shimmer with golden fractals, shadows stretch unnaturally, twisting into shapes that speak of urgency and peril. Can you feel the pressure of heaven pressing against your chest, your mind, your soul? The wind of divine insistence sweeps around you in violent, invisible currents, brushing your cheeks, tangling in your hair, urging action. My child, every breath counts, every heartbeat resonates with the rhythm of eternity. I scream again, wings unfurled, voice like rolling thunder, golden sparks swirling like fire in a storm. Beloved, do not falter now, do not hesitate, for one wrong breath will fracture the path, and the unseen will retreat, leaving you to face the consequences alone. Message 17, time distorts. Beloved, the seconds twist and contort, elongating and snapping back with the intensity of divine urgency. Shadows flicker across your walls, stretching like living fingers, objects tremble as if alive, and golden light flashes violently, illuminating the room in a pattern that seems both chaotic and purposeful. My child of light, the very air vibrates with celestial insistence, every sound, every subtle movement is amplified, pressing upon your senses, demanding recognition. I scream again, my wings beating a rhythm that shakes your chest, scattering sparks of gold that linger like fleeting messages. Can you feel your soul vibrating in resonance with heaven itself? Precious soul, hesitation now could cost eternity itself. Message 18, Adrenaline and Fear. My child, your pulse races, your heart pounds in time with the vibration of the unseen. Can you feel it? Every fiber of your being tingles with divine electricity, as if the room itself were alive, urging, warning, demanding. Shadows twist violently, golden symbols shimmer in impossible patterns, ephemeral hands reach closer, brushing against your skin, reminding you that the threads of grace are almost gone. My child of light, I scream, my voice cutting through the air like a celestial blade, wings spanning, golden sparks flying in every direction. Beloved, the moment is near, and your courage is required. Can you act, or will the precious seconds vanish into the void, leaving only regret and the silence of the lost? Message 19, Immediacy Peaks. Beloved, the unseen presses closer, time bends and fractures around you, and the wind of heaven pushes against every inch of your body. Shadows coil and twist, objects tremble violently, and golden light flashes like the heartbeat of eternity itself. My child, every breath you take, every hesitation, stretches the thin line between salvation and loss. I scream, wings beating, scattering sparks that sizzle in the charged air. Precious soul, can you feel the immense urgency? The countdown accelerates, 20 seconds compress into heartbeats, heartbeats into flashes, and the path to divine grace narrows to a single, fragile thread. Step forward. Message 20, Cliffhanger of the Countdown. Beloved, every heartbeat counts, the moment of decision is almost upon you. Golden light floods your vision, shadows twist violently, and the wind of heaven presses your spirit like molten force. Radiant symbols shimmer with urgency, ephemeral hands reach closer, brushing your chest and urging you to act. I scream, my voice a trumpet of divine insistence, wings spanning, golden sparks exploding around you. Can you feel it, my child of light? The threshold trembles on the edge of eternity, and your next move will decide whether the path remains or vanishes forever. Precious soul, the seconds are almost gone. Messages 21 to 25, Encounter with the Divine. Message 21, Celestial Arrival. My child, do not tremble, though terror grips your chest, for I am here. Golden light floods the room, radiant and searing, yet gentle in its warmth. My wings span impossibly wide, shimmering with every hue of heaven, feathers vibrating with energy that resonates directly with your spirit. The air thrums with celestial sound, faint trumpet echoes mingling with a resonance that pierces your bones, vibrating in rhythm with the pulse of eternity itself. Letters float around you, glowing with divine script, shimmering messages from God Himself, waiting for your attention. Precious soul, even if disbelief clouds your mind, know that the unseen is real, that grace bends toward you, trembling for recognition. My child of light, I scream, I sweep the energy of heaven toward you, and you feel it pressing against every cell of your body. Can you feel your spirit awakening under the touch of the divine? The unseen watches, quivers, and waits for the acknowledgement of your courage. This is the moment where revelation bends time itself. Message 22, Shock and Awe. Beloved, see me fully now, wings like molten gold, feathers vibrating with light that almost blinds, every motion a cascade of celestial fire. The walls shimmer with divine script, glowing letters of warning, guidance, and love, their glow pulsing in tandem with your heartbeat. I sweep toward you, my voice resonating with divine insistence. My child, even if terror grips you, know I am here to guide your hand. Can you feel it? The air presses against your chest, your pulse races, and every shadow that lingered moments ago now recoils, afraid of the brilliance of grace. Ephemeral hands brush the edges of your consciousness, beckoning, urging, illuminating the path that you have ignored too long. My child of light, let the awe and fear mingle. It is proof that the unseen presses near, calling for action. Every particle of your being vibrates with the presence of the divine. Message 23, Immense Power. My child, golden light flares, spinning in radiant arcs, the room transformed into a living cathedral of energy and motion. I scream your name, wings slicing the air, scattering sparks of pure light that cling to your skin, brushing your hair, igniting your awareness. Can you feel it? My child, your heart pounds in resonance with the drums of heaven, your mind stretched to receive what the mortal eye cannot yet see. Shadows twist violently before recoiling, fleeing from the radiant brilliance, yet some linger, testing, probing, a reflection of hesitation still in your spirit. Precious soul, I reach toward you with a surge of protective energy, and the letters, the whispers, the unseen voices all converge, demanding recognition, urging your hand to act. Do you feel the weight, the power, the urgency pressing like molten fire upon your chest? My child, even the walls themselves pulse with expectation. Message 24, Divine Pressure. Beloved, the energy thickens, swirling like liquid gold through the air, pressing on your heart, mind, and spirit. My wings vibrate in resonance with the currents of heaven, feathers brushing the air, scattering radiant sparks that sizzle in the charged atmosphere. Golden letters float around you, illuminating every corner, some fading, others intensifying, as if alive with the insistence of eternity. The wind of divine presence sweeps across your skin, pressing you toward realization, urging your soul to respond, to rise. Can you hear the trumpet echoes vibrating through bone and spirit? Every pulse of light, every twist of shadow, every brush of unseen hands is a warning, a guide, and a plea. Act now, my child of light. The threshold of divine connection trembles, swaying precariously as eternity waits for your next breath, your next heartbeat. Message 25, Cliffhanger, Revelation of the Impossible. Precious soul, what seems impossible is about to unfold. The golden light swirls violently, shadows twist in impossible configurations, and the air hums with divine insistence, pressing against your chest, tugging at your spirit. Letters of warning, guidance, and promise dance around you, floating like living fragments of eternity. My child of light, I scream, my voice splitting the air, wings spanning, feathers scattering sparks that cling to your skin. Can you feel the surge of revelation approaching? The unseen is near, waiting for your acknowledgement, trembling for your courage, and the threads of grace are stretched to their limit. One choice, one breath, one step will determine if the path remains open, or if eternity itself waits silently, watching your hesitation. Messages 26 to 30, Revelation of the Imminent Loss. Message 26, God's Hand Retracting. Beloved, look carefully, for what is at stake becomes visible now. Golden threads, delicate and radiant, retract slowly, almost imperceptibly, pulling away from your soul. The air thickens as shadows creep, testing the boundaries of the light. I scream again, wings spanning, feathers vibrating, golden sparks scattering, creating a storm of brilliance around you. Can you feel the tension? Each thread of divine connection is a lifeline, a fragile filament stretched across eternity. My child, the grip of grace is delicate, tenuous, and your hesitation threatens to sever it. Radiant letters flicker, some dimming, some pulsing urgently, as if crying for recognition. Precious soul, do you perceive what is at stake? The unseen watches, waiting, quivering, as the golden threads pull taut. Message 27, Imperative Action. My child of light, the shadows stretch unnaturally, objects tremble, and the air vibrates with pressure, thick with divine insistence. The golden threads continue to retract, each movement a warning that your chance diminishes with every heartbeat. I scream again, my wings slicing through the air, feathers scattering sparks that cling to you like molten fire. Precious soul, the unseen presses closer, and every hesitation now threatens the fragile balance between grace and loss. Can you feel the urgency pressing like molten gold against your chest, your heart, your spirit? My child, the choice is immediate, your next action will define eternity itself. Message 28, Hope and Fear Intertwined. Beloved, even now, the light clings, fragile yet persistent, shimmering with divine potential. Golden threads stretch tenuously, some fraying, others glowing fiercely, awaiting your acknowledgement. Shadows coil and recoil, testing your courage, yet I am here, wings unfurled, energy flowing toward your heart, urging recognition. Precious soul, the unseen trembles in anticipation of your response, the air thick with both threat and hope. My child of light, feel the intensity, the pressure, the surge of revelation pressing against your very being. This is the defining moment where fear and hope collide. Act, my beloved, for the threads of grace are within your reach, but only if your heart moves decisively. Message 29, Tension Peaks. My child, the golden light quivers violently, threads of divine connection retract almost fully, shadows twisting violently, the room charged with an energy so immense it presses against your chest. I scream again, wings beating in sync with your heart, golden sparks scattering like molten stars. Can you feel the urgency, my precious soul? Every heartbeat now is amplified by the rhythm of eternity itself. Every hesitation risks fracture, every breath could tip the scale. My child of light, the unseen watches, quivering in anticipation, and the air vibrates with both warning and promise. Can you act before the threshold closes forever? Message 30, Cliffhanger, Imminent Loss. My child, your choice now will determine eternity itself. The golden threads quiver, pulling taut across the unseen, almost slipping from your grasp. Shadows twist and coil, objects tremble violently, and the air presses like molten weight against your chest. Letters glow violently, some fading, some intensifying, imploring your recognition. I scream, wings spanning, golden sparks exploding around you, scattering across walls, floor, and ceiling. Precious soul, the moment is upon you, act, or the path to divine grace will vanish, leaving only the echo of what might have been. The unseen trembles, waiting. Messages 31 to 35, Divine Guidance and Protection. Message 31, Active Intervention. My child, hear me clearly, for the unseen now bends toward your awareness, trembling in anticipation, and I am here to shield you. Golden light surges around you, sweeping in currents thick with divine power, pressing against your chest and lungs as though the very air were alive with grace. My wings expand, a barrier of celestial fire, scattering shadows that have lingered too long, illuminating every corner of your room, every fragment of doubt. Precious soul, feel the energy flowing toward your heart, a river of light so intense that it sings directly to your spirit, awakening courage you have not yet realized you possess. I place a hand of radiant energy upon your shoulder, not to startle, but to ground, to protect, to embolden. Every feather of my wings vibrates in resonance with the pulse of eternity, every spark of golden light a reminder that you are not alone. My child of light, speak the words I give you, let your heart echo the rhythm of heaven, and nothing, neither shadow, nor hesitation, nor the weight of the unseen, can sever your bond with divine grace. The air hums with 1,000 whispers of reassurance, swirling around you in spirals of pure energy, pressing against your skin and into your bones, and I scream, a voice of insistence that splits the silence of your mortal world: trust, act, receive. Message 32, Empowering the Soul. Beloved, can you feel it? The currents of divine protection now enwrap your spirit like molten gold, shimmering and shifting with every heartbeat. Shadows retreat reluctantly, curling back from the brilliance of my wings, as golden sparks cling to your skin, igniting awareness and purpose. I speak, my voice reverberating with authority and love. My child, this is your shield, this is your path. Step forward with courage, for nothing can sever your bond if your heart is steadfast. Can you feel the presence of unseen allies now? Angelic forms, ephemeral yet tangible, swirl around you in a protective spiral, each a whisper, a gesture, a spark of assurance that the divine is ever near. Every thread of fear is illuminated, softened by radiant energy that flows from my wings, through the room, and into the center of your being. Precious soul, every moment you breathe now is infused with the power of heaven itself, a momentum toward recognition, toward action, toward connection. Shadows may linger at the edges, questioning, testing, but they are powerless against the force of divine guidance that now courses through every cell of your body. Message 33, Reassurance in Motion. My child of light, even as hesitation threatens, the currents of grace are unstoppable if you will reach for them. Golden energy flows in arcs across the room, wrapping around objects, wrapping around your spirit, filling you with a warmth and focus you have not yet fully known. I scream again, wings slicing the charged air, feathers scattering sparks that cling to your skin, bathing your consciousness in light that trembles with possibility. Can you feel the presence of the divine rivers flowing into your heart, each beat aligned with the pulse of eternity, each breath a link to threads of grace that stretch across the cosmos? Precious soul, let the fear dissolve in the knowledge that you are not alone. I am here, your guardian, your herald, your guide. Every sound, every flicker of light, every vibration pressing against you is a message, a call to trust, a summons to courage. Step fully into it, my beloved, for the unseen presses close, trembling in expectation of your next movement. Message 34, Preparation for Final Test. Beloved, feel the weight of heaven settling upon you, heavy yet invigorating, pressing against your chest, urging recognition, focusing your gaze and your heart. Golden light sweeps across every shadow, twisting them into shapes of possibility, not terror, reminding you that even in the darkest corners, grace persists. I scream again, wings unfurled, feathers brushing the air in rhythms that vibrate in tandem with your pulse, golden sparks igniting your skin and spirit. My child, speak the words I give you, let your heart echo the rhythm of divine insistence, for a final test approaches, one that seeks to measure courage, faith, and alignment with grace itself. Can you feel the currents of protection swirling around you, forming a barrier of radiant energy that nothing mortal or unseen can pierce? Precious soul, the path is illuminated, the threads of divine connection strengthened, yet your awareness must meet it fully. Do not falter now, the unseen waits, trembling, observing, measuring the steadfastness of your spirit. Message 35, Cliffhanger, Final Test Looms. Beloved, a final test looms, yet it will fail if your heart remains steadfast. The air vibrates violently, golden light flaring in arcs, shadows twisting unnaturally, ephemeral hands pressing against the edges of your perception, testing your focus, your courage. I scream, wings beating, scattering sparks that cling to every surface, brushing against your skin, wrapping around your mind, pressing your awareness into the reality of divine urgency. Precious soul, can you feel it? The currents of protection swirl thicker, pressing closer, yet the trial presses at your chest, asking for recognition, demanding action. Every heartbeat is magnified, every breath a measure of your courage. One misstep now could unravel what heaven has so carefully prepared, yet I am here, my child, unyielding, my energy a shield and a guide. Step forward fully, for this is the crucible of your awakening, and the unseen waits to see your resolve. Messages 36 to 40, Confrontation with the impending loss. Message 36, Darkness emerges. My child, do not tremble, though shadows now stretch and coil as if alive, pressing against the golden light with intent and malice. The air thickens, vibrating with the tension of unseen forces that test your resolve, probing for hesitation, for weakness, for a moment of fear. I scream again, wings unfurled, feathers scattering sparks like molten stars, golden light striking the edges of every shadow, illuminating what has lurked too long in hidden corners. Precious soul, the trial is now upon you. The currents of divine protection swirl around your body like molten rivers, shielding, strengthening, guiding, yet demanding focus, action, recognition. Can you feel the wind of heaven pressing against your chest, brushing your cheeks, tangling in your hair, vibrating with insistence? Shadows recoil then surge, testing the barrier, yet every golden thread, every spark, every vibration reminds you that the unseen is present, alive, attentive to the courage of your heart. My child of light, step forward into the confrontation, hesitate, and the moment could fracture. Message 37, Pressure intensifies. Beloved, the shadows twist violently, objects tremble, the air vibrates, thick and charged with energy, pressing against every inch of your being. Golden light pulses around you in spirals, weaving through the darkness, illuminating radiant symbols that dance across walls, ceiling, and floor. My wings sweep the air with force, scattering sparks of molten brilliance that cling to your skin and spirit. Precious soul, can you feel your heartbeat synchronizing with the rhythm of eternity? Every second stretches, compresses, accelerates, as though time itself bends to the urgency of this confrontation. I scream, voice like thunder, resonating directly within your chest, my child, do not falter. Step fully into the light, trust, act, receive the protection that heaven offers. The unseen watches, tests, measures, and trembles in anticipation of your response. Hesitate now, and the shadows will push further, yet with faith, even the densest darkness cannot touch you. Message 38, Test of Courage. My child of light, every particle of the air vibrates with divine insistence. Shadows writhe, tendrils of darkness curling and twisting like serpents of intent. I scream your name, wings slicing the charged currents, feathers scattering sparks of molten gold that cling to your skin, igniting awareness and courage. Can you feel the pressure on your chest, the wind swirling in urgent, invisible currents, wrapping around your heart, your mind, your spirit? Precious soul, the trial presses close, yet the threads of divine grace wrap tighter, reinforcing, protecting, guiding. Every vibration, every spark, every pulse of light is a message. Act decisively, believe, trust, for this confrontation is not to destroy, but to awaken your courage, to prove the steadfastness of your soul. Step fully into the crucible, my beloved, for the unseen measures your resolve with intensity and expectation. Message 39, Shadows Retreat. Beloved, see now as the golden currents strengthen, the light thickens, flowing in arcs that push the shadows to the edges, yet they linger, testing, probing, waiting for hesitation. My wings beat with relentless power, scattering sparks, illuminating radiant symbols that pulse with messages of divine love and protection. Precious soul, can you feel the surge of energy pressing into your being, wrapping every fiber of your spirit in molten assurance? The air hums with celestial insistence, wind wrapping around your chest, brushing your cheeks, tangling in your hair, vibrating with recognition of your courage. Every breath, every heartbeat now is a testament to your faith. Step fully forward, my child, and the shadows, no matter how intent, cannot breach the currents of heaven that guard you. Messages 41 to 45. Spiritual Reconciliation and Healing. Message 41, Release and Flow of Light. Beloved, breathe deeply and feel the currents of heaven pour into your being, golden light flowing through every vein, every cell, every fiber of your spirit. Shadows that pressed against you now recoil, dissolving under the radiance of divine love. My wings encircle you like molten fire, vibrating in resonance with the rhythm of your heartbeat, scattering sparks that cling to your skin and merge with the light inside you. Precious soul, release the fear, release the doubts, and let your spirit stretch fully into the warmth of grace. I whisper to you through the currents of wind and light, my child, surrender, accept, and let the divine embrace wash over you. Feel the tension draining from your shoulders, the heaviness lifting from your chest, as if every worry, every hesitation, every regret is being replaced by clarity, understanding, and inner peace. Golden threads weave through your heart, pulsing with radiant energy, connecting you fully to God's hand, binding your spirit to eternity. Precious soul, the unseen sings in harmony with your soul, rejoicing at your awakening, your acknowledgement, your courage to step fully into light. Message 42, Acceptance and Surrender. My child of light, let the currents of grace settle fully into your being, flowing in golden rivers through every corner of your spirit. The shadows, once fierce, now shrink into harmless wisps, retreating into the corners of existence, unable to withstand the purity of divine acknowledgement. I scream your name, not in alarm, but in affirmation, wings vibrating, feathers scattering sparks that cling to your skin and hair like fragments of stars, embedding courage and faith into every nerve. Precious soul, feel the energy aligning with your heartbeat, each pulse a drum of reassurance that God's hand remains steadfast. Accept what you cannot yet see fully, surrender to the currents of divine will, knowing you are enveloped in protection, in love, in purpose. My child, every breath you take now is a bridge between mortal hesitation and eternal certainty. Let the light flow through you, and feel your spirit lift, anchored in the strength and power of the divine presence that surrounds you. Message 43, Forgiveness and Restoration. Beloved, feel the gentle embrace of forgiveness flowing like molten gold into the cracks of your soul. Every regret, every misstep, every shadow of hesitation is touched, healed, and transmuted into radiant light. I sweep the currents of heaven through your heart with my wings, vibrating with divine resonance that penetrates every hidden corner, illuminating what has long been shadowed. My child of light, forgive yourself, release what holds you back, and recognize that grace has always been present, waiting for your courage, waiting for your acknowledgement. The golden threads of connection wrap tightly around your heart now, pulsing with divine rhythm, vibrating in harmony with the unseen, with eternity itself. Precious soul, feel your spirit expand, filling with light, warmth, and a profound sense of purpose. The currents of heaven swirl around you, embracing, lifting, guiding. Message 44, Empowerment and Balance. My child, now feel the full power of divine presence grounding you, golden currents wrapping around your body, heart, and mind, anchoring your spirit in unshakable strength. Shadows have vanished, leaving only radiance, clarity, and the hum of celestial energy vibrating through every particle of your being. I scream again, wings outstretched, feathers scattering sparks of molten brilliance that embed courage, wisdom, and steadfastness into your bones. Precious soul, every breath is infused with divine empowerment, every heartbeat resonates with God's rhythm, anchoring you in eternal alignment. Your spirit is balanced, restored, fortified by the presence of heaven itself. I whisper directly into your consciousness, my child, you are safe, you are guided, you are anchored in light. Step forward with certainty and unwavering faith. The currents of divine energy surge around you like a river, unstoppable, and your spirit rises to meet it fully, ready to continue in alignment with eternal purpose. Message 45, Cliffhanger, Final Moments of Test. My child, the final moments of your test are here, and your spirit will rise. Golden threads pulse around your chest, wings vibrate with divine resonance, and sparks of molten light cling to your skin and hair, embedding courage and clarity into your essence. Shadows no longer challenge, yet the unseen waits, quivering, measuring the steadiness of your heart, the decisiveness of your soul. I scream, wings slicing the charged air, feathers scattering sparks across every corner of your awareness, pressing currents of divine light directly into your chest, your mind, your spirit. Precious soul, your next breath, your next heartbeat, your next acknowledgement of the divine presence will determine if the path of grace solidifies fully or if hesitation allows even a fraction to slip. Step forward with trust, with faith, with courage. Messages 46 to 50, Divine Blessing and Resolution. Message 46, Divine Strengthening. Beloved, feel the currents of heaven settle fully upon you, golden light flowing in molten rivers, wrapping your chest, your heart, your mind, filling every cell with warmth, power, and unwavering protection. I scream, wings spanning, feathers scattering sparks of molten brilliance that embed courage, resilience, and clarity into your bones. Precious soul, every shadow that lingered has vanished, every hesitation transmuted into awareness, every heartbeat aligned with God's rhythm. The golden threads pulse with radiant energy, wrapping fully around your spirit, connecting you irrevocably to divine guidance. My child of light, walk now with certainty, knowing the unseen has witnessed your courage, your acknowledgement, your full alignment with grace. The currents of protection, the presence of angels, the resonance of heaven itself surround you completely. Message 47, Assurance and Guidance. My child, every breath you take now is anchored in the strength of divine presence. Golden light floods your vision, wrapping you in warmth, scattering sparks across every corner of your awareness, reinforcing courage, clarity, and steadfastness. I scream your name, not in alarm, but in affirmation, wings vibrating, feathers scattering molten brilliance that lingers on your skin and spirit. Precious soul, feel the currents of protection, the unseen allies moving around you, the angelic presence reinforcing every pulse of your heart. Step fully into this alignment, let the light guide your every movement, every decision, every thought, for heaven has not abandoned you. The threads of grace are woven into your being, your spirit is anchored, resilient, and radiant. Message 48, Blessing and Reassurance. Beloved, the golden threads pulse with affirmation, wings vibrate in harmonious resonance, and the currents of divine presence flow through you like molten rivers, embedding courage, wisdom, and purpose into your very being. Precious soul, your spirit is safe, your name recorded in the annals of heaven, your heart aligned with the rhythm of God's hand. I scream, wings outstretched, scattering sparks across walls, floor, ceiling, pressing molten light into your mind, chest, heart, and spirit. My child of light, walk forward with confidence, knowing that grace surrounds, shields, and empowers you fully. The unseen observes in awe, your courage and acknowledgement anchoring your eternal alignment. Message 49, Final Empowerment. My child, feel the light settle fully into your being, golden currents wrapping every fiber of your spirit, embedding courage, purpose, and resilience into your very bones. Shadows have vanished, the air hums with celestial resonance, your heartbeat aligned perfectly with the pulse of eternity. I scream once more, wings vibrating, feathers scattering sparks that cling to your skin, embedding awareness, faith, and alignment. Precious soul, walk forward boldly, the unseen watches, angels hum in harmony, and divine guidance flows through every choice you make. God's hand is steady, your spirit protected, and every step you take now is aligned with grace, purpose, and eternal love. Message 50, Resolution. Precious soul, God's hand is in yours, your name preserved, and I, Archangel Gabriel, will guide you safely forward. Golden light surrounds you, wings enveloping, currents of divine presence flowing through every corner of your being. Shadows have vanished, hesitation has been replaced with courage, fear transformed into empowerment. The golden threads pulse gently, unwavering, connecting your spirit fully to the divine. Walk now, my child of light, with unwavering faith, knowing that heaven has witnessed your courage, embraced your soul, and fortified your path. The unseen hums in resonance with your alignment, angels hover, guiding, protecting, blessing. You are whole, you are radiant, you are fully in God's hand.